Hey, what's up? This is Camilo with Midtown Strength and Conditioning. Going to get some myofascial release done. A lot of people ask me what it is, and it's assisted stretching. I like it. It takes my body a little less recovery. What I've noticed now, as my training has become a little bit more intense, or my body perceives it as intense, I have to pay special attention to the recovery times and the methods I use. Usually, I use deep tissue. I'll use a couple days to recover from that. I'll still train, but I won't go any max weights. I just feel like the muscles are in a compromised state of relaxation. Gradually, it takes a few days to get it back. For me, to get my joints and my ligaments, my tendons, my muscles in a state where they're working together, rather than my muscles are loose and then ligaments and tendons are working too hard. So usually I'll do myofascial release like every 2 weeks. It's a form of active stretching or partner stretching, and just applying different. The person who I get it from applies pressure to different points of my body, and I actively stretch, and it's a guided stretch, and I guide myself at points where I need to stretch, and they'll guide me. But it's been working out really good. And I usually the next day I can lift, and I can probably go about 75 to 85%, just depending. So I'll just keep it light usually. But I was thinking about today's Sac City alumni game, and I was thinking about just all the good times and all the great experiences, and just what I learned how to be a great coach, learned how to be a great leader, and I thought back to the time when I played with all these great players, and I was reading Joe Morgan's book, and he talks about when they played baseball, they were all on the same page. They all wanted the same thing, which was to win. It was about winning. It was about playing baseball. And there's a difference between guys wanting to play baseball and win, and guys playing and it doesn't matter whatever sport. And there's other sports where you got to pad your stats, and there's guys playing for whether it's a paycheck or padding their stats. Totally different totally different approach to playing the game of baseball. My thought is that if you play as a team, you're going to win, and each player will be rewarded in their own way, whether that's money, whether that's doesn't matter. Everyone's rewarded different ways for the sacrifices they make towards becoming a great team. So what I want to hit upon is leadership, leading by example. And I feel like I lead by example, and I want to help others succeed. So I do my best to challenge myself and help everyone get better. So the better they get, the better I get. It's kind of the weakest link. We're only strongest our weakest link. And I'll go back to like stacking the hay in the barn. Stacking the hay in the barn. Anyway, I have some random thoughts right now, because I'm ultimately going to put this together in terms of being a leader and making teammates around the game that we play, or we did play, making it the best game possible, playing a great game, playing defense, getting the runner over, taking a walk, stuff like that. Anyways, this video I'm making right now, I'm gonna go get my myofascial release, and I totally lost my train of thought. So I'm gonna have to come back to this. Because this is a good point. I'm also gonna talk about practicing fitness.